Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. I need to sneeze. Don't do it. I don't want it. Oh god. Okay. Alright, we're good. Oh jeez. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Pokemon Blue. I hate sneezing, man. I can't stand it. It is painful. It sucks. Fork over all your cash when you lose to me, kid. Hey, you know what? I could use that $60. And, you know what I could use that $60 for? I could totally use it on, dude, I heard about this, yesterday, actually. I was gonna talk about it last night, but I didn't do it. A good friend of mine sent me an article on Twitter, and I swear to God, it is just one of the most amazingly horrible things, and hilarious. So, in Ohio, I don't remember where it was, I want to say it was like somewhere near like Youngstown, which, the Youngstown Penguins is the name of their football team, by the way. What a horribly not intimidating name for a football team. The Youngstown Penguins. But that's besides the point. Somewhere there in Ohio, there was a lady that got arrested for you know, soliciting her body for sexual favors and whatnot for money. But it wasn't just for money. Like, when you hear stories like this, you always think it's like, well, you know, I'll sell my body, you know, for sex, you know, for money and, you know, or for like drugs or something like that. Not this lady. Definitely not this lady. She sold her body for, you know, for sex for $60 and a plate of nachos. I'm not kidding. Oh man, it's so funny. They actually had like a legit, like full-scale, you know, news story they had on it. And it was actually like, it looked like it was recorded from like an iPhone, like at the station, which was really weird. The lady's like, this is such and such with Fox 9 News. So I got a really weird story for you tonight. There was a lady from such and such city, was arrested for soliciting herself for sexual favors, and get this, for a plate of nachos. And I guess the way that the whole thing went down was the guy that she was trying to do this to was actually an undercover cop. And so, you know, she, you know, they're talking or whatever, and I don't know whether he had her meet, you know, outside of like this Mexican restaurant or whatever the situation may have been. But, so she meets him out there and she's like, alright, well, so I'll do this and this for the $60 and for nachos. And that's when he arrested her. That's gotta be one of the more obscure, like, solicitations, like the demands, you know? Like, I mean, generally when you get into those situations, it's generally always money and or drugs. It's usually not a lot else. But, you know, I mean, you know she wanted the money, but you know that she really wanted those nachos bad if she really made that part of it. Like, if she really, I mean, if she didn't want the nachos, she wouldn't have included that. She would have just been like, you know, so give me the $60 so I can go buy myself a plate of nachos, and not, like, making that, like, actually part of the program. Oh my god. The human race is a wonderful thing. It is a fantastic creation, it is. Oh, holy smokes. Well, now I've officially gotten my laugh for the day. That is fantastic. I actually, like, I went back and saw that tweet because I was like, man, he sent me something and I don't remember what it was or where it was in my timeline. And as soon as I went back and saw that, I was like, oh my god, okay, yep, that's what that was. That is great. Let's send Drain out there. Drain should actually have the advantage with that Ice Beam, so let's totally do that. Let's do the do. Good. Alright. I've been waiting for a time that damn Ice Beam could actually take someone all the way out in one shot. If one Ice Beam wasn't enough, how about another one? Alright. Good fucking news. This is all good. This is all very good. Not good enough. Well, actually, it was good enough for me. Just, what's good enough for me ain't good enough for you. Oh my god, there's so many people. Just give me a break already, you know? I just want to go to the city, you know? I don't want to have to deal with this anymore. My birds are shivering! You're good, aren't you? Oh, wait, does that mean, like, you're good, aren't you? Does that mean, like, are you asking me if I'm, like, warm enough, or, like, I'm not cold, or... Why are you asking me if I'm good? Oh, tight! Yep, there's that Dodrio that I was mentioning. So this is good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, Dodrios are so sick looking. Like, look at those guys. They all look so pissed. Like, that's the kind of thing about, like, that's the kind of thing with Pokemon that I love seeing. Like, you like seeing ones that, like, they look intimidating, you know? Like Doduos are cool and everything, but they totally don't have, like, any sort of intimidation factor at all. Unless, of course, you're looking at it from the fact that it totally looks like some type of science experiment gone wrong, and you're like, oh my god, he's got 2 heads! Oh, Jesus! Oh, the humanity in it all, why? But then you see that Dodrio, and they look so much more sinister, like they've got, like, the evil look in their eye, and he's got fucking 3 heads! Like, somewhere along the line, he just, like, sprouted another one via, like, budding or something. It's crazy. But, oh man, they're so cool looking. Like, I seriously considered, you know, wanting to get one of those for this playthrough. But then I wasn't sure if you could actually get those in blue. I know you can get them in red, but I don't know if you can get them in blue. Brothers in Blue! That fucking movie. Matt sent me a text from that movie. It's from the movie Let's Be Cops, I think was the name of it. And there's just like this one part in there where the main guy, he's like pretending to be a cop, and he's trying to like, trying to play it off that he is. And so he's talking to like one of the other main guys that actually is a cop, and the guy's like, well, we have like a secret handshake here at the station. Like, it's like, of course, a guy that's been on the, you know, on the force for as long as you have would totally know what it is. And so he's sitting there like with his other friend who like he totally knows that he's not a cop, and so he sits there and like tries to make up what it is, and he does like this weird thing where he does like half a handshake. He does like this, he contorts his face, and he just does like this really awkward thing where he just goes, "Brothers in Blue," and he just like, he like looks over at the other guy, and he just like, they all start laughing. But the first time I saw that, I fucking lost it. It's really funny. If you don't watch that movie for anything else other than that scene, that's really all you need. That's easily, in my opinion, probably the funniest scene from that movie. It's actually not really a bad movie, believe it or not. I was really thinking it was going to be pretty underwhelming, but ended up being actually pretty good overall. I mean, it's got like the 2 main guys are guys from, I think they're both on New Girl, and NVIDIA GeForce Game Ready drivers available. Even though I don't need any of that crap, so I'm so glad that I have that driver ready, even though I'm not going to use it. Ow, that's tragic. Yeah, it's not that tragic. I think you're just taking that a little too far here. We've got to be close. Okay, here we are. Fuschia City is right there. Want to play with my Pokemon? I shouldn't answer that question, because that could easily be taken the wrong way. It really could. I mean, I know these are 10-year-old kids we're talking about here, but, you know, I like to think of them as being older. You know, especially with some of the awkward, the awkward types of, speech bubbles we've had in here so far. I don't like to think that, you know, they're all 10 years old. There's just no way that they are, even though Ash has literally been, like, 12 years old for the last, like, 20 years of that show being on. So, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. What have we here? Drain. Drain's gotta be close to going to 36. There's just no way that he's not there yet. Let's go with Pillsbury. Pillsbury's got an advantage here. Man, dude, this was such a fun area to go down. Like, we went down this whole, like, backwards L-shaped area, but we had such a huge advantage just the whole time. And that's, I think, what made it awesome. Is that we really never had a spot where I was just like, ah, shit, we don't really have anybody that's good in this situation. Just fucking everybody had an overwhelming advantage the whole time. That's good. You know, it's nice to have a moment like that every once in a while where you can break up the stress by just totally mowing everybody down with virtually no opposition the whole time outside of getting poisoned every once in a while. A Tangela? Really? The first Tangela since we were at Erica's joint. Well, let's just, yeah, why not? Don't look at me like that, Tangela. I don't need your crazy-ass eyes looking at me like that. You got that crazed look in your eye. I'm about to throw that damn curse into that damn pond. Alright, why is she doing that with her hands? I don't like that. It looks like she's trying to do like some sort of like crazy force blast or something. I was too impatient! I don't really know what you were impatient about, but I guess that you were. Ooh, there was an item up there. I'm not gonna worry about it too much right now. We got a couple of dudes that are on the brink of death right now, so we should probably take it easy.
Hi, remember me? I'm Professor Oak's aide.
I also have AIDS. If you caught 50 types of Pokemon, I'm supposed to give you an EXP all. Oh, man, I'm not super down with that. 32, okay, that's actually not that bad. I'm really not down with EXP all. Like, I get, like, the concept of what it is good, but like it's also just really not that good. It just, for those of you that don't know what it is, like whenever you defeat somebody in battle, like it takes all the experience that you get and it just like cuts it into, you know, divides it by however many party members you have and then distributes it evenly. I just, you know, I get what they're going for there, but I really just don't like it. It makes it so much harder to level up that way. So I just choose to not do it, and I choose for, you know, whenever we actually, like, you know, when we go into battle, I just like to choose the right person for the job, because then they get the full extent of the experience. Way better that way. Way better that way. Okay, let's stop by here. I've got a whole bunch of messages right now on my telephone machine, so let's drop by in here, and we'll drop some stuff in the box. I'd like to keep it in the box. Let's see, TM46. I don't remember what that was, so we're gonna put it back in here. And then Polka Doll. I was supposed to give that to somebody in like Saffron City, but I don't remember who it was. So that's kind of not good. However, we're going to be kind of sort of back up that direction not too long from now, if I remember right, because we got to go back up. We're going to eventually go like back up the trail, even though I could just use Fly, but I'm not going to do it right now. We could just go like back up the trail and then, you know, towards Celadon and all that shit, because this area right here totally goes back up that way. Which ideally we'll do that probably after we're done with some of the stuff here. So obviously the big thing that is in this place is definitely the Safari Zone. The Safari Zone's gonna be awesome. Like, I'm probably gonna dedicate an entire episode to just that, because that's kind of its own thing. Yeah, the Safari game, blah 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 blah. There's only certain Pokemon that you can get while you're there, and you know, that's kind of its own cool little thing. But yeah, I don't want to start doing that in this episode, otherwise it's going to be way longer, and I'm a little bit crunched for time tonight. God, we have a lot of money. I would kill for 87,851 whatever units these are. You know, I'd love that. Ooh, we can get Ultra Balls. Do we have any Ultra Balls right now? I don't think we do. We got a lot of Great Balls though. We can get rid of these. I don't think we need these anymore. I mean, you know, we could obviously probably still use them in plenty of situations, but I'd rather be loading up on these instead. We'll get a few of these. I don't want to get too many of them, so this will definitely suffice. And then let's see, revives, super potions would probably be good to have right about now. Oh my god, I'm getting blown up with messages right now. I'm sorry. Sorry guys. I know I don't even know if you can even hear it or not, but I can hear it and it's driving me crazy. Let's also get a couple of super repels. I mean, we don't really use them that often, but it would be nice to have in certain areas. Especially, like, when we're, I think in the Safari Zone, like, if you don't want to have to deal with random encounters all the time, you can just pop one of those and not put up with it. So, oh my god, got a little bit of indigestion right now. Not gonna take any Pepto-Bismol, though, because I don't have any diarrhea to go along with that, so I don't think it's quite as necessary. you know? Alright, let's, real quick, I saw there was a trainer down here. Let's at least go fight this guy and, you know, blast him and the other guy next to him to Kingdom Come. And then, we'll probably call it good. And then in the next episode, we can go into the Safari Zone and actually start doing the damn thing. This is my turf! Get out of here! Well, what about the other guy who's, like, right next to you? Are you saying that to him? Because I don't think you are. I think you're biased. Oh, another bird guy? Is it your turf because they've been shitting everywhere? Is that why it's your turf? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to totally overtake your turf in, like, a minute flat. Maybe not even a full minute. It might even be less than that. Alright. Oh my god, it's all Spearows, isn't it? It's going to be 3 Spearows and then a Fearow, I guarantee it. I mean, complete and total lack of variety here. I mean, like, why don't these bird keepers ever have, like, a Spearow, and then, like, a Pidgeotto, and then, like, a Farfetch'd, you know? Like, if you feel like they all, like, they're abnormally loyal to one species of these things. It's just like, oh my god, I've gotta have Fearows and Spearows, or I've gotta have Pidgeys and Pidgeottos, or I've gotta have Doduos and Dodrios. It's never like a guy just having all of those, you know? Why does he end it with a Spearow? Why would you have your best guy, supposedly, in the middle of your lineup, and then you go right back down to the John Lackeys? You know? I mean, I wouldn't have my best guy in the middle of my lineup. I would totally save him for last as my last resort. It's either that or I'd put him first and then just hope you can pull off, you know, the clean sweep. Kuruku! How do you like my bird call? I mean, it's not that bad. It's certainly better than the nematode mating call from Doug. That one was terrible. It's really funny, but it's terrible. It's, what the hell was that? Oh yeah, it was Kalukuku! Kaluku! And you gotta like stand in like a really weird sort of stance, and you gotta like flap your arms up and down. Oh man, what a weird show that was. Doug was a very strange show in a lot of different scenarios, but I loved it. Ooh, 37. He's actually right up there near the top. This is good. We'll fight one more trainer. I see there was another one here. Another guy who's really wanting to get the whole extent of the problem. And if we're, oh, I can! Oh, cool. Wait a minute, I might have already had one of these guys. Huh, who knows? Well, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna totally blast his ass here. Alright, that's not quite what I was looking for. At least I know where I can get one if I really want it. I always check every grassy area for new Pokemon. Well, good for you. So does everybody else in the world. So if we're going by the way this is gone, we had the one guy that was Spearow and Fearow happy. The other guy was Doduo and Dodrio happy. He's going... Okay, I thought this guy was going to be Pidgey happy, but apparently I was sorely mistaken. I was very, very sorely mistaken. I mean, this is definitely a good-ass day for Radigan. He's really been shining extra bright here, which is good, because there's not gonna... I mean, when we go down into the ocean, he'll have another fucking field day down there, but this is gonna be about as good as it gets for him for a little while. So... I don't know. Weird noise to make. Just... Alright, guys. Well, you know what? I think we're gonna stop right here. We have finally made it to Fuschia City. It took way longer than I thought. That route was way longer than I remember. For some reason, I remember that being a much, much shorter thing than what it ended up being. Safari Zone's warden is old, but still active. All his teeth are false, though. Why would you tell me that? Bill files all his own Pokemon data on his PC. Did he show you? Of course he did. He really, really did. You've met Bill? He's my grandson. He always liked collecting things, even as a child. Well, that's good. I feel like when we were kids, we all like to have, you know, collections of some kind. When I was a kid, actually, I did have a rock collection for a while. I feel like that was kind of the popular one to have, was the rock collection. But when I had my rock collection, I had what I feel like was a fairly unorthodox way of like cleaning them. which totally didn't work at all, by the way. It was a very, it's kind of a stupid idea, but I used to, like, when I used to go out in my backyard or on the side of the house, because we had a whole ton of rocks over there, and I used to always go for, like, the smooth ones, and I thought it would be a smart idea to, like, polish them using just a leaf. Just a fucking leaf out of the yard. I'd, like, go and I'd like, get, like, a little pail of water, and I'd dip the leaf in there, and I'd just, like, start, like, scraping all the dirt off of it. Not like that would really do that much, but in my mind, it did. And you know what? It was something to do, so I totally did it. So I did that for actually, like, a couple of years. I did that for a long-ass time. So, there you go. A little piece about me you may or may not have known. So until then, my friends, this is your host, Lovely Cheese Pizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and the next time, we're going to head to the Safari Zone. So you guys take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.